Alright, Jake, I'm filming.
What's up, guys? I'm in the hospital. I had an accident.
Chaos, mayhem, and now a
Chaos, mayhem, and now a hospital bed. Jake Paul has finally broken his silence after reportedly being punched by GervontaDavis outside the Miami airport. A punch so hard it allegedly sent him straight to the ER. That's right, Jake the problem child Paul, the influencer-turned-fighter who built his brand on chaos, just ran into a man who lives in it. According to witnesses, one quick exchange turned explosive, ending with Jake nursing a busted lip, a swollen cheek, and a bruised ego. From his hospital bed, Jake managed to post just one message: "I'm going to press charges." You heard that right. Jake Paul is threatening legal action after catching a real punch outside the ring. So how did things reach this point? This wasn't just a random fight between two famous faces. It was built-up tension finally bursting out in public. Here's a look at how it all unfolded and what it could mean for the much-talked-about Tank versus Jake showdown.
After Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching it, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? If he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
It all kicked off with the moment that sent social media into overdrive. GervontaDavis was seen in Miami after wrapping up a hectic press tour for his upcoming August rematch with Lamont Roach. Coincidentally, Jake Paul was at the same airport terminal, said to be arriving for a Netflix promo shoot. According to witnesses, things began as a war of words, but quickly turned physical.
Fight. You lost? What's up, Jake? What's up, Jake? Oh, he's running! Look at him!
Insiders say Jake was teasing Tank about their upcoming exhibition fight, cracking jokes about size, weight, and even Tank's legal issues. But Tank isn't someone who takes that lightly. Known for his short temper, he quickly snapped. One shove led to a punch, and within moments, Jake was down on the ground. From his hospital bed, Jake had only one thing to say: "I'm going to press charges." Whether he's serious or just stirring up publicity, the threat itself could throw a wrench into the upcoming Netflix mega exhibition. Tank's team hasn't issued a statement yet, but this is nothing new for GervontaDavis. His run-ins with the law are almost as well known as his knockouts.
Ow.
What would make it?
Ow. Oh my God, we're holding hands. Oh my God. Ow. Oh.
Why would?
Say I do.
Oh, bro. Nice to see that meme.
So what did Jake say from the hospital? Only one thing: "I'm going to press charges."
From a hit and run that injured 4 people to domestic violence allegations caught on camera, Gervonta Tank Davis has spent almost as much time dealing with legal battles as he is dominating inside the ring.
Well, let me ask you this. What I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that?
Okay, but don't you know?
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
You just talking to her though. With the information that she gave you, can't she tell you?
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says
all
as
I'm
fact?
just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lips, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back. What's his first name?
Gervonta.
He's been arrested several times, placed under house arrest, and hit with probation violations that came close to ending his career altogether.
Baltimore native and boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention. He was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing yesterday, and now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail. Deputies say Davis violated the terms of his home detention sentence in a 2020 hit-and-run crash. He said his home was too small, so he moved to the Four Seasons Hotel, but did not get permission from the judge. He received his 90-day sentence after pleading guilty in February to a crash that injured 4 people.
One more incident like this, and Gervonta Tank Davis could end up sidelined right when he's hitting the peak of his career.
This has been arrested in South Florida on charges of domestic violence causing bodily harm. This is his mugshot that was just released to WJZ. At last check, he remains in custody at the Broward County Jail. And this is just the latest in his legal troubles. Davis is scheduled to appear in a Baltimore Circuit Court in February for his alleged involvement in an unrelated hit-and-run incident from November of 2020.
And now, with the alleged punch on Jake Paul, he might be facing yet another serious charge. If Jake moves forward with legal action and the incident is ruled as assault, Gervonta Tank Davis could risk suspension from boxing, especially as regulators have started taking fighter behavior outside the ring much more seriously.
Davis walked out earlier today. That's after a judge gave him a $1,000 bond. Davis was scheduled to headline a boxing match next week in Washington, D.C. It's unknown if that's going to happen.
One more
James said to Batman, victory has preceded you. Do you think that with Tank?
Well, I was going to say Marvin Hagler's quote, which was, it's very difficult to get up and do your early runs when you're wearing silk pajamas.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. Like, the reality is that Tank's success can lead to, like, a difference in mentality. But as I've said before, and sometimes he hasn't liked it when I've said it, the great thing about Tank is doesn't overthink. Like, when he boxed Ryan, they asked me, who do you think's going to win? And I said, Tank. And one of the reasons is he's not an overthinker. I know a lot of fighters that will talk to me the day leading up to the fight. What do you think? What do you think? Tank don't ask anyone what they think.
Right.
He just goes in there and fucks people up.
Right.
But now, maybe he's not that guy anymore. Maybe he's become a little bit softer. I just feel like that's a natural thing to happen to a fighter. The special ones stay that same guy. But this might be the thing that spurs him back to say, oh, I need that.
Here's where things take a strange turn. A lot of fans online believe the entire airport fight was staged. Just another publicity stunt to boost attention for the upcoming Tank versus Jake showdown. And honestly, the fight could use the extra buzz.
We wanted the Loma fight when it was in its prime. Him and Mayweather, their team just, they just danced around it. When we wanted the Devin fight for Undisputed, the belts don't matter. I could just give them to my kids because everybody's winning belts. Shakur, he's easy work, he's boring, but you don't want to unify against him. Keyshawn might have a chance. You feel me? It's just disgusting. We wanted the Bud fight too after he called him out. And we also would have took a Teofimo Lopez fight. But then his fans would say, oh, but they're too big. They're not in his weight class. What the fuck is Jake Paul? This is the bullshit I be talking about. Like, this shit does nothing for the sport of boxing, but in terms of the division of 135, it doesn't do.
And honestly, it kind of adds up. There were multiple camera angles. Jake didn't seem seriously hurt. No arrests were made. And suddenly the fight is trending everywhere. Even Eddie Hearn mentioned in a DAZN interview that Jake versus Tank is locked in for November, right after Tank's August rematch with Lamont Roach. Coincidence or carefully planned chaos? Either way, the drama just got way bigger. Still, let's be real. This matchup makes little sense on paper. Jake Paul weighs around 195 pounds, and he's made it clear the fight will happen at that weight, no exceptions. Tank, on the other hand, fights at 135. That's a 6-weight class gap.
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195.
This isn't just a mismatch, it's a serious safety risk. Physically, the size and power difference between them makes the matchup downright dangerous.
GervontaDavis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know.
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Tank is one of the most dangerous finishers in boxing, pound for pound. But size does matter. And if Jake can absorb Tank's shots and hit back with real power, this whole thing could flip fast, putting Tank himself at serious risk.
Probably could get hurt. You know, this dude's 200 pounds at the end of the day, and it's not like he's a bum. No, he's not on Tank level, but a good big guy beats a great little guy. That's the phrase. This is a bad look. It's just, again, it's going to be hard for Tank to walk away from the big business that is this fight. It's a huge payday. I guess Tank fans definitely need to be worried. I know you guys think he's Superman. Jake Paul being 195 and then rehydrating. Tank fighting at 135, coming in at like 133, where people are like, man, look, he can make lightweight. That's a 60-pound gap. That shit got to be dangerous and even unfair. Can his punches even hurt Jake?
And it's not just about the weight. Jake's demanding no judges, no headgear, and full knockouts allowed. This isn't your typical celebrity exhibition. It's basically a sanctioned street fight with a Netflix deal attached.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beat. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway.
So why is Tank taking this fight? Simple, money. And let's be honest, that move hasn't earned him much respect in the...
Say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fight?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that, and he called cap on it. So if you won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Here's the real concern. This whole circus might be throwing Tank off his game. Before Jake, Netflix, and the legal drama, he's got a legitimate fight coming up in August, a rematch with Lamont Roach. And if you remember their first meeting, it didn't end clean. Roach shocked everyone by lasting deep into the later rounds, and in the ninth, many fans thought he caught Tank clean. But the ref let it continue, sparking huge controversy. Accusations of a fixed spread fast, and DAZN was flooded with backlash.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Now, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
Roach has been grinding non-stop for this rematch, and if Tank loses focus for even a second, Roach could wreck his momentum, and the entire Netflix payday along with it.
Matches that you fought? 0. What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't give me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% full fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same.
Let's not forget, Tank's been dealing with constant pressure ever since his split from Floyd Mayweather.
Set you off because you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Floyd Mayweather was the genius who built Tank's career, but now the two are at odds. Floyd's been training Tank's rivals, taking subtle shots online, and even quietly helping Lamont Roach prepare for their rematch. Some fans think Floyd actually wants Roach to humble Tank just to make a point. So while Jake Paul is out posting hospital selfies after one punch, Tank's got real threats waiting for him in the ring. As for the lawsuit, Jake's no stranger to legal moves. He sued over contracts, payments, and platform issues before, but filing over a punch outside the ring is new territory. Many believe it's a calculated move to paint Tank as the bad guy, win public sympathy, and make their eventual fight even bigger.
We're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight are we doing on him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
If Jake quietly drops the case later, it'll be clear it was all part of the promotion. But if he goes through with it, Tank could end up stuck in court again, and that might delay the Roach rematch or even jeopardize the Netflix mega bout altogether.
We're in discussions with a lot of names: GervontaDavis, Anthony Joshua, Badu Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, in scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta, second is Anthony Joshua.
In the end, this whole saga sits somewhere between reality and show business. Did Tank really snap? Did Jake push him too far? Or was it all a masterclass in viral marketing, like when McGregor threw that dolly at Khabib's bus? Either way, it worked. Everyone's talking, everyone's watching. But behind the buzz, one man's in a hospital bed and another could be facing court. If things keep spiraling, this could go from entertainment to serious consequences fast. Jake Paul wanted respect as a real boxer, but after today, he might need to focus on just surviving outside the ring. Gervonta Tank Davis isn't a social media stunt. He's a fighter built from years of pain, grit, and war, and Jake just learned that the hard way.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shea was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yeah,
he was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really...
But while Jake recovers, Tank's got more pressure than ever. He's got Lamont Roach hunting him, Floyd lurking in the shadows, and now a Netflix fight that could either make history or break him. If you enjoyed this, remember to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos. And drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.